Okay, welcome at a place called White Rock Conservation Park. Beautiful little gem just inside Brisbane. When I say just inside Brisbane, it's in the actual city limits of Brisbane. It's in a place called Redbank Plains. It's surrounded by housing development all the way around. There's this beautiful little gem that I didn't know existed until about a week ago, when I jumped online and started to research what I was going to be doing for this week's vlog. On that, welcome to the vlog. I'm challenging myself this week. I got up this morning, there was no clouds in the sky, didn't look like it was going to be an amazing sunrise. I didn't look like the conditions were right, so I thought I'd come out into the bushland and shoot some bushland photography. It is incredibly difficult. It's not something I would normally do, and it's not something that I see very well, the shapes and patterns of the trees, but I thought I'd challenge myself this morning in a location that I've never shot before, doing a style of photography I've never done before, so very interesting. We should see how it goes. I've already taken one image this morning. I'm in amongst the paper barks here, and these paper barks have this amazing bark to it, and as the name suggests, it's just like paper. And the way it falls off, it gives us an amazing shape, amazing textures. So I've taken one shot just behind the three paper barks, and to me it looks nice in camera. And I'm just set up for this shot right here. I've got these two paper barks in front of me. I've got my my D500, my Tokina 11-16 wide-angle lens with the polarizer on the front. I think that polarizer is essential when you're in this type of landscape, when you're doing bushland style photography, to get those colours to really pop. I've also got, so that's set up at 1 second, f2.8, using f2.8 to try to blow out the background as much as I can. I won't blow it out much at all because I do have a wide angle lens on it. But I'm just trying to get as much separation as I can. Now these paper barks are being lit by the sun behind me, which isn't fully up yet. It's over the horizon, but there's a hill in between me and the sun, so it hasn't actually hit the landscape here yet. So I'm just getting this beautiful sort of glow across on these trees at the moment, these paper barks at the moment. I think it's quite a strong image. I do like it. I've got obviously in portrait mode as wide open as I can because I want to accentuate the height of these trees. I've got this beautiful green foliage around underneath of it, the green foliage at the back, which is a little bit messy, but it's still fairly uniform in its messiness, if that makes any sense. And hopefully get these to pop. Quick look. Yeah, see, I do think that's a lovely image. It's a lovely image. Alright, so it really does pay dividends to keep an eye on light. Now, this scene in front of me doesn't look like much now, but 5 minutes ago it was really beautiful. As I walked past, I saw this rock here, and all I saw was the light playing on the side of the rock. There's the moss that was there. The textures are beautiful. But when I looked up and looked further into the composition, or into the image here, you have these beautiful backlit grasses now. There's bits of green, bits of brown, like it is a a Brisbane winter, so it's not luscious and green here. It is still fairly dry, so you've got all of that backlit grasses going up into the image. It just looks stunning. And then right at the top of it, through the trees, was the sun. And I thought to myself that I need to capture this image. I saw it, I've stopped, it made me stop, so I need to capture it. Now I didn't have much time because the sun's moving, so I walked around the composition just to see whether or not I could improve on it at all, and as luck would have it, I couldn't. This was the strongest part. So what I have is I have the rock here anchoring my foreground. I still have my neutral grey filter on, and I still have my polarizing filter on. Just have to make sure those are set up right. Dropping the f-stop down to f20. I was looking to get that starburst, so the rays coming off the sun in the top of the image, and the rock in the foreground to anchor it, and then the shafts of light should bring you through. That's the idea of the image. On the back of the camera, it looks stunning. It looks really, really beautiful on the back of the camera. Yeah, can't wait to get that back in a post and just see whether or not it turned out. But yeah, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning image. I think probably my strongest of the morning. I'll put that up now for you. So I've come across another image just here. This will probably be the final image I take you on. It's now getting a little bit late, and the light is really starting to play havoc, really taking away the compositions from me now. I found this little vine wrapped around a tree here, or a tree trunk. It's a delicate little vine, and I do have this fallen tree here too. So what this shot is all about is the delicacy of that vine in amongst the massive structure around it. It gives it a fragility and makes it feel very fragile. Now this fallen tree does two things. The first is it gives another aspect, a dark aspect for the vine to pop from, to really give the colours some pop of that green, to really make it stand out. The other thing too is it gives you a visual barrier, stops you looking further into the image, so you focus a lot more on this vine. What I've composed is in portrait mode. I've got the tree trunk starting my right hand side and slowly leaning up towards my left hand side with the vine wrapping around it. I'm at f20, 6 seconds, and it gives me a lovely little exposure. Just got a lovely little capture. I'll put it up for you. I want to say thank you very much for coming along again this morning. It's been a very difficult morning for me. Like I said, I haven't done any sort of bush sort of photography before, so this sort of photography. So a very steep learning curve, but once you're in here and you start to see compositions, they start to pop out all over the place at you, and then it becomes, which do I shoot first? So take your time when doing this sort of photography. Go out, challenge yourself, take your time though, walk through, have a look. When you find an image, walk around. Is it the best image? Is it the strongest image that I've got? What do I like about it? What don't I like? And can I crop what I don't like out and just focus in what I do like? So next week, hopefully I'll get out. There'll be a bit better conditions for sunrise. Hopefully I'll be able to get out for sunrise or some sunset shots, and I'll take you guys along with me for that. But in the meantime, get out with your camera. Give it a go. Have some fun. That's what it's all about. I'll see you next week.